The film begins in the room of Anna's of late gone too far lady. Her young girl goes into her room and witnesses her mom's body laid among the wreck. In the current day, the little girl, Rose Cotter, Sosie Bacon, is a specialist, approaching her day at work. She manages a hyper patient named Carl Jack Sochet. He consistently murmurs about individuals biting the dust, and that he will kick the bucket. Rose endeavors to comfort him, yet Carl goes on with his episode. Rose then gets to require a meeting with a young lady, Laura Weaver Caitlin Stacy. At the point when Rose meets her, Laura is bothered after a new occurrence where she saw her teacher cudgel himself to death. From that point forward, Laura professes to have been seeing an abhorrent presence that appears as others. Subsequent to getting some distance from Rose and thinking back, Laura starts overreacting and blowing a gasket. Rose calls for help. However, she thinks back to find that Laura has gotten a wrecked shard from a jar and is presently blazing a disrupting smile. Laura slices her throat before help shows up, leaving Rose in shock. Rose addresses two analysts, one of whom is her ex-Joel, Kyle Gallner, for subtleties on the occasion. She makes sense of what she saw and furthermore converses with her chief, Dr. Morgan Desai Calpen. Afterward, Rose goes to her home that she imparts to her life partner Trevor, Jesse T. Usher, and their feline mustache. Rose and Trevor go to supper with Rose's sister Holly, Gillian Zinser, and her significant other Greg, Scratch Arapoglu, yet Rose is so damaged from Laura's self-destruction that she lashes out at Holly when she berates Rose about neglecting Holly's child Jackson's, Matthew Sheep, forthcoming birthday. Rose wants to go back to work. She received a call from Holly, who apologized for the argument and asked Rose to give Jackson a birthday gift. Rose looks out the window and sees Laura in the distance. When Rose walks by Carl's room, he is seen with a disturbing smile like Laura and begins to tell Rose, "You're going to die." She calls for help and Carl gets restrained by orderlies. Rose sees a smiling Laura when she buys a gift for Jackson. She is startled when the security alarm goes off because she can't find Mustache at home. She got a call from the security company, but it turned out to be a malicious entity that was taunting Rose. He takes Rose's, which should be a toy train. All things considered, Jackson opens the case and tracks down Mustache's body. Everybody goes crazy, and Rose attempts to guarantee everybody that she didn't do this. However, she sees one of different mothers seem to have the substance's abhorrent smile. Rose staggers in reverse and falls through a glass table, seriously harming her arms. Rose is brought to the clinic for clinical consideration. Morgan visits her in the wake of becoming mindful of her episode and recommends she get some much-needed rest work. At the point when Trevor brings her home, Rose attempts to account for herself. However, he thinks she is flipping out and that she truly killed Mustache. Rose likewise has a meeting with her own specialist, Dr. Madeline Northcott, Robin Weigert, who assisted her with traversing the injury of her mom's self-destruction. Rose starts to do some exploring. She plays sound recorded from her meeting with Laura and hears what sounds like a weak breathing clamor. She likewise looks into Laura's teacher, Gabriel Munoz, Felix Melendez Jr., and tracks down his widow Victoria. She advises Rose that Gabriel had professed to have seen dreams of something tormenting him, only days after he saw another lady named Anna Powell end it all. At the point when Rose asserts that she is encountering what Gabriel did, Victoria feels that Rose is deriding her misfortune and she arranges her to leave. Rose visits Joel for help in her examination, notwithstanding his underlying hesitance. He looks into Anna Powell and finds that she passed on by gouging her eyes out. It is likewise detailed that Anna saw a man end it all as well, which is displayed in security film from a corner store where the man is seen with the dreadful grin before he pierced himself before Anna.